Hello, this is the Armchair Inc. podcast. My name is Dave,
My name's Evan.
and the question for this podcast is, why is gambling? Question mark.
Why is gambling? Alright. Well, do you want me to say what I think? No?
Yeah.
Alright, yeah. It's very calculated. Like just an attainable reward.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's very attainable because it's low. You don't have to put a lot of work into it. You don't have to put any work into it. It's just fucking throw money at it and then it's all pure luck, pretty much. I know people say poker is like, you can play poker goodly.
There's a difference between skills and just gambling, but I think the thing with gambling is that like people think they can win money, so they just they will achieve stuff if they have a little bit of inside knowledge. They can use that.
Yeah.
And they will make money on it.
But it's not, you can't have inside knowledge on.
Oh yeah, I know, but that's what the people that are
have.
doing
Yeah.
gambling. When I think of gambling, I think it's like, horses and betting on football and stuff like that.
So do you think the lottery is the same?
Yeah.
Lottery is a form of gambling.
Yeah. Well, just to clarify, I do not gamble at all, because I don't see the point in it. The best way I explained it, because people go you don't even do a scratch card or something like that, but my logic behind it is there's Las Vegas,
Yeah.
which is an opulent city built in a desert, right? And the amount of money it would cost to run that city is ridiculous.
It was the Abu Dhabi of its time.
Yeah, and that's all funded from gambling. So
Or not Abu Dhabi, what is it? United Arab Emirates. Yeah, go on.
yeah, to fund that means that
Dubai.
if there was a way of winning at gambling,
Yeah,
there would be no gambling.
There-
If you could win at it, it
Las
wouldn't
Vegas
exist.
wouldn't exist. And
If you could actually make money on it, it wouldn't exist. And a lot of people would say then that there's loads of people that don't know what they're doing, just gambling, and that pays for putting on a little bet,
and that pays for all the really good guys.
really good gamblers to do it.
But then, what about professional poker tournaments? There are people who will consistently get to the last stages of a poker tournament.
Well, it must be good. Well, that's not gambling. That's I'd say that is a game kind of a thing.
Isn't it? Yeah, I suppose you can know percentages of probabilities.
It's probably down to the level of skill. The higher your
Plus
impact
you
of
could have
level of skill affects the outcome, then the less like gambling it is.
Yeah.
It's a competition for money.
Yeah. What about about all these
But you wouldn't say that golf was
gambling?
gambling because you play that for money. Do nobody says that it's gambling.
Yeah. So what's the point? What's that? Okay, poker is gambling, yes or no? It's in a casino.
For me, no. Well, because there is a level of skill to it.
Do you have the level of skill that it's not gambling anymore?
No, fuck no.
It's just pure
I don't have the attention span
pure luck. Yeah.
for any amount of gambling.
Yeah.
It is, and it isn't. I don't really know, but I don't get why people are so into gambling. And it's another thing is it can't be a good idea that when in times of fucking recession or depression, the pawn shops, the charity shops, and the bookies all do well, or in times of recession that sweets do well. Anything that does well in a recession is obviously not a good idea.
It's not a necessity usually.
Yeah, it's
yeah, cinemas do well, don't they?
I don't know, I assume they still do. I'd say they do pretty much the same, yeah. You wanted to talk about addiction.
No, there's something to do with gambling. Don't even know. Oh yeah, it's the dream it's weighing the possibility of being super rich and being in the top 1% and being so much better than everyone. You know, being into the top class of society, the highest levels, as opposed to like gambling it in safer ways, or not gambling, but you know, stocks and shares and putting it into, you know, investment companies. That's what they do, and you just invest your money, like, you know, like trust funds and all that sort of shit.
Yeah. What do you say?
Yeah. Well, those ones are like guaranteed, but they're only guaranteed up to a certain level, or they're pretty much guaranteed.
Okay, yeah.
So why do you think people go for the lower probability, the lower chance, the
higher risk, higher reward?
Yeah, it is higher money, but like, it just doesn't make sense. Do you know what I mean?
Well, it's like, it's if you're working like 9 to 5 and you've got a solid job and a salary, there's no way to like work your way to a higher grade. Like, it's a lot of hard work to get to be rich, but you could just like spend, I don't know, what is it, €1 on a lottery ticket, and then you're rich. All the work's done.
But I'm saying there's other levels of that. There's like smaller lotteries with better chances of winning, and
but it's what entices you. It's like that is the easiest. That is the most alluring thing to just go from zero to everything.
What's your number where you think I am stupid rich now? That you couldn't spend it, or you could spend it, but you could definitely live on it.
I don't know. I'm very creative. Very creative person, like.
Yeah, you'd buy like all the zebras, just like ship them all over.
I don't know.
You'd brown paper envelope the whole of Africa.
Well, like, I personally do. It would be cool, but I don't really fantasize about it because I immediately start seeing the downside in having all the money. Like, I would be the laziest piece of shit in the world. You'd be so bored of everything. Too much money is like the worst thing. That's one of the worst things that could ever happen. Like,
I don't know if everyone would agree, but
starving and having too much money is pretty much the same thing to me. I'm like, oh god.
So you like keep a balance.
Yeah.
In everything, including money.
It's got to be like slightly difficult to make money. Can't just have all of it. Like.
Yeah, I find that really funny. The whole thing of like, I don't know, investors, professional investors, or angel investors, and guys who invest in a company and then get out. I think is it venture capitalist? That's the term. Yeah. I'm like, is it a job? I just don't see how that would hold you as a career, because you're just like, I'll put money behind that. Won't help.
Yeah, but they have knowledge of they're reading The Economist like you read. They're staying on top of everything that's happening in the world and all trends, and they can see stuff before other people can. I think that would be like one of the most fun things to do. You gotta have silly money to do it, like, but
yeah,
I don't see that as gambling.
Oh, I don't see that as gambling either. That's definitely not gambling.
No. Even
though it's probably closer than other things that I would consider gambling, but
I suppose if you are like looking at forms of fucking horses and stuff like that,
you are looking at forms of companies, yeah.
Yeah.
Nah, but they're more solid. There's a gradual rise in, like, you can invest in.
Can companies trip?
Yeah, of course they can. They can. Whatever their CEO can be. I don't know. Some scandal could happen and he steps down.
Diddler.
One of them diddlers. Yeah. I don't think CEOs are known for that, really.
No, it's not a common. It's not a common thing. Like,
not that.
When I say CEO, you don't go, oh, diddler.
Oh, those diddlers.
Like some people have gained the title of.
Who'd that be now?
Oh, sorry, I got something.
Certain. I've got something. I've got a thing that I can't say. Such a.
I could say it. Choose that. But like, yeah, I said you're Yeah, I know I could go kind of around about because I'm nearly talking myself out of the gambling thing and what is and what isn't.
Yeah.
I just like in my head I had drawn a line in it and it's all gambling, and then once it's like investment stocks and shares and stuff, I was like, well, that's not gambling because that's something.
Because people do that while wearing a suit.
No, it's not that it's an official job, but like it is. It's still gambling. It is.
Really is.
Yeah, it's like
I bet more people do stocks and shares in their underwear than do gambling in their underwear.
no, because there's the internet both.
Oh, there's internet, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, though.
and like I would feel more confident wearing pants when dealing with money. Like
these are my money pants. These are my financial pants today.
where's my financial pants? They must be pressed. So I can sit here in a fucking vest,
Yeah.
eating crisp sandwiches, going like, yeah,
Yeah.
I'm investing.
No, it's
Yeah, no, I have talked myself out of it.
yeah.
What do you?
Okay,
what-
so
what
how much
do you-
money? Just like pick a number, or just think about a number, and I'll say what I think. What gambling is like, where the kind of boundaries of it are.
Millions loads for me. Couldn't need any more than that. Because the whole fun of it would be to make the million into more, or not even make the million into more, but make
But what about
something
like,
that makes money.
what about like, I don't know, your family? What about me? Like, what about say, I don't know, paying off parents' house, or the things that people classically do when they get a lot of money?
It's just loads of money.
I suppose it is actually. You definitely pay off. Yeah. Yeah, it's not like they have a mention.
It's like you wouldn't just spend it straight away, obviously.
I don't think you get it straight away though as well.
No, and you only get like fucking half of it or whatever. But like I say, win 2 million, get at least $1 million.
Yeah.
But I would like to use that million to make a company that makes money. Do you know what I mean?
Like printers.
Not like a printer.
Not in the literal way. Just yeah, but
Oh, I thought you meant like as like a fucking graphic design print place. I'm like,
Oh.
no, I would no.
no, I meant to make.
I could think outside the box of that one.
Yeah. No, I think I'd need a lot more. Maybe that's because I'm younger. Maybe that's because
But what you want the money for? Like just to go, oh, I'm done.
no. Just be able to spend it on, not even nice things. I just put it behind ideas. Like, I'd probably, if I could, I'd probably be an angel investor. Actually, thinking about it,
Yeah.
because I like that whole world. I'm as close to that as you can get while
And you
having
are so
no
blonde
money.
that you could be an angel. Like
Yeah.
you've got the looks for.
Yeah, definitely. Because they're all white, aren't they, Dave?
Yeah, no, like the fucking like the lotto ads where it's like, oh, you have $1 million and you have a swimming pool and all that shit,
And the bear.
and a Lamborghini, and you're just like, no thanks, no thanks. I wouldn't be using it like anyway like that for
I
anything
don't know.
ridiculous.
Maybe I just haven't, like... Maybe driving in a really fast car is really cool.
Yeah,
Maybe it is worth it. Maybe I just don't know. There's a chance that I just, like...
I'm going in a spaceship. It's faster. Is it? Is a spaceship faster than a car?
Yeah, oh, definitely.
What does it reach? I want hard figures. In fact, on the spot.
No. I don't know.
Shuttles go up. How quick? Answer?
I don't know. It probably takes them like a minute to break atmosphere.
I don't know. We'll look it up.
Yeah.
We'll look it up. That's probably a thing we're going to look up and maybe do some kind of infographic on that.
They look slow as shit though, don't they?
It always looks slow.
All those videos of launch and you're like, what are they letting off a balloon?
But like, what's
What
the
fuck?
what's the atmosphere? Is it like 25 miles or something like that? Or
I don't know. Really don't.
oh my god, we've got no.
What do you
facts
mean
on
by
this.
atmosphere though? Where?
The the lowest layer?
Oh, I think you break that fairly quickly. Like, when they jettison the two. Say when they jettison the two thrusters.
Yeah.
Is that where we're calling the atmosphere?
Yeah.
But I don't know where that is either. I thought we were getting somewhere. I think. Oh, how far did Felix Baumgartner get? He probably got about that same height.
Yeah, we'll call it at that. This is the thing that I do know.
The point where shit doesn't float.
I had this number.
It's the helium layer. Must be, because he went up in a balloon filled with helium.
The helium layer.
Well, there's helium in the atmosphere, like. But I'm just saying.
Yeah, I know. That's where it all collects, like.
Yeah, because if we went any further, you'd just keep going.
Yeah.
That would have been okay. It'd be terrible, but it would have been awful funny.
You're supposed to jump out. I'm too scared. Good luck.
It would have been like, I don't know. It kind of would have been a little. It'd be funny as a cartoon if a guy just kept, just kept floating. Real good. Oh God, yeah.
For a human being, you'd still laugh, you piece of shit. You piece of shit. You'd feel bad for about 5 seconds and then you would laugh. You'd be like, oh.
Yeah. What'd you get for trying? Did you ever hear about the Google? Was it a Google VP who did the same thing like a year later or 6 months later? And I think he actually broke your man's record.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's just like, well, there was no promotion, so no one cares. Like, unless, because Red Bull wasn't behind it, it was, and your man did it all out of his own money. It was just like, not a big deal.
Yeah.
And I think he's even more interesting because he's not like a stunt guy. He's just...
He didn't train for it.
No, he's just... I think he's like 40-something and, slightly overweight. That's... And he fell through all the atmosphere. And no one gave a fuck. It was amazing.
Yeah, but that was like the year after. But some guy did it years before, didn't he? There was a record there. The highest.
Oh yeah, but that didn't break the sound barrier. That was the thing.
Okay.
I can't remember his name, but he was actually in Mission Control, I suppose.
Oh yeah,
he was there.
Yeah, that was actually a couple of years ago now, isn't it?
2012. Jeez, we're getting old.
Look at that. Time's moving quickly.
Yeah, I just love, but I just love that how much ads affected that.
Yeah,
or
promotion. It's like that.
Just Red Bull trying to get it out there, like
the guy getting eaten by a snake.
Oh, that fucking thing.
That's. I'm not gonna watch it. I heard that it was just like, it like went to go around his shoulders and then just they had to stop it because he had to take something off his arm or something. He had to take some of the suit off his arm. I didn't even see the suit. I don't actually want to see it.
It was just, I don't know if the suit started to not even fit, maybe buckle a little or something. They just had to stop. But that's fine. That's totally fine if it didn't work out. But they filmed all that before they made any of the fucking ads or anything like that.
Did you see any of it? Like,
no, I didn't see any of it. I think I saw, a snake around a dude. A bit. But it was kind of through trees because it was, a cool shot or whatever the fuck they wanted to do. But just like, I know it is a massive creature and it's not like getting a hug. But just design a suit that's better. Like we designed a suit that went into space the first time and it was totally fine.
But
a guy designed a suit made out of pots and pans to defend himself against a bear and got attacked by a bear and he was totally fine. Discovery couldn't make a fucking tin can worth of shit.
But the suit stopping him from being compressed stopped the fucking anaconda from actually eating him. Because it needs to like crush your fucking bones down. It needs to squeeze you in a good bit. But if you've got a suit on stopping you from being squoze. That's a fucking real word. If it stops you from being squoze, then he's not going to fucking even bother trying to eat you.
No, but he is, because like they just expand.
Not that much.
They got a mouth like...
I don't know. You gonna finish that sentence, sir?
No.
He just goes...
I was going to use the reference to a girl that I actually know in real life, and that wouldn't be a good idea.
His fucking face lit up and then you just went like...
Eject. Oh, fuck. Yeah. No, but it's just bullshit. It's just bullshit that they put out a show anyway. Like they put it as like a science thing. And it's like an experiment, and it was no better than the fucking ghost stories they put out usually.
Well, I think it was like this week the new guy over Discovery Channel came out and said that they're going to make they're going to stop making these bullshit things.
I thought you were going to say they were going to make him do it again. Get back in. Fucking get in that snake.
Get in that snake. We lost so much money, you piece of shit. Just get eaten. No, but like they made a fucking mermaid documentary, which
I
that was on like fucking.
See, I actually like that because that's obviously retarded, and the people.
No, but it was on a different channel, and like I don't know how dumb people are. Like,
yeah, but I appreciate things that are made to deceive people. Oh, that sounds awful. No, but I like that there's people who could believe in mermaids. I think that's brilliant.
It was infuriating because I seen it on a different channel. I didn't know it was like Discovery Channel did it. I think it was on like fucking TLC or some fucking piece of shit. So I thought that this
the Learning Channel.
I thought this was their actual documentary. I thought it was a real thing when I seen it, and I was just like, I couldn't have been madder. Like my rage battery was like full. Like yeah. And I think that, and like I was watching it, and everybody else knew that it was like, bullshit, but they could just kind of watch it. Yeah. And I was like, no, they can't.
Just chewing the side of a chair or something.
Yeah. Just like, I couldn't even sit down. I was just like, ugh.
Yeah, actually, that'd be hard to do in a room of people that understand that it's bollocks. But I would enjoy it if, like, I love hearing people tell ghost stories because I love shitting on their opinions. Like immediately after, just like I like trying to debunk things that people hold dear. Do you know, like
yes.
girls love telling ghost stories. That is the one thing. Like lads, I don't know, they don't really.
Everybody loves a good ghost story.
I like them because I hate them.
You like things for the wrong reason.
The people and the story. But what was the one girl was on about? She was just like, it's always like a doll or something falling down in the middle of the night, and they were like having a sleepover. It's always like the plot of a movie. That's probably how those movies are written. Actually,
yeah.
It's some shit your friend said when you were young, and then you get to the age of 30 and you make it into a feature length film. But yeah, it's always just something fell over, and I was just like, I don't know, drafts, just anything.
Oh yeah, and there's obviously like your brain will fill in so much stuff, like because like what the fuck are your dreams made out of? Like your subconscious can make such amazing things.
Yeah.
So like knowing that your subconscious, it's always going to fill in this unknown. Like when we were talking about religion, but like the thing in QI where they were like. People fall down when they get shot because they've seen it in movies and they think that's what's done. Like if your body can actually react and fill in that to just an impulse, like how would it not make other rational things happen in your brain that you perceive as like an actual thing, but it's just bollocks. Like
when you were talking about heaven there, like I totally
Did I say heaven?
No. When you were talking about religion there, when you mentioned religion, I was thinking the last day. Do you know how people have their own version of heaven and where they think they're going? For people who believe in heaven, they think they're going to the perfect place and they imagine a perfect place. So, I like. There'll still be inequality in heaven, even though I don't believe it exists. But I'm just like there'll be a guy from rural China or something, and he will wish for as much rice as he can think of. Do you know what I mean? He'll think, and he'll think of really nice, normal things, and I'll like people over here will think of like a cream egg that they can have sex with or something. You know, it's gonna be really weird and. Just like trying, because we're so close to perfect pleasure all the time.
Yeah.
I just think it'll be so sad that there'll be a guy up there with just like he'll have everything he ever wanted, and then you look over at us and we're playing Xbox or something, and doing, getting chocolate pumped into our mouth at the same time.
Yeah.
Just he couldn't even imagine how good it is.
Like,
do you think people nowadays? No, there definitely are people that wouldn't know.
well, you've got different, like, it's the same thing as like winning the lotto thing. Like, it's like, what would you do with it? Like, what kind of aspirational shit do you want? Like, but the thing with winning the lotto is that like, you're doing better than other people, and that's probably most of it. But in heaven, there's like, you're saying, like, there's an equality. Like, nobody would be happy if everybody was on the same level.
No, yeah.
I think every heaven has to be like individually segregated. Like,
you gotta be separate. You go over and visit someone's heaven and you're like, this place is lovely.
It's gotta be segregated. Cause
yeah, so that's just good people's imagination.
And then you'll go back to your heaven and you'll be like, oh Jesus, they've got a shithole over there in their heaven. Like,
they just have a shit imagination.
Like, I don't think people are as good as they think they are. They're like, oh yeah, no.
I think I've never said anything more personal about myself than my image of heaven. Like, I just really like cream eggs. I just
disgusting.
Yeah, it's perfect.
That's only in your head because
food.
that's the way the ads are kind of. The goo ads are.
I never noticed any sort.
I think there is one that's like, and then it just goes. There's goo all over the thing. I don't know, is that a real ad?
That is one. Yeah, that was a whole series of them. They exploded.
Yeah.
There was a cream egg ad with like a cream egg with women's legs as well. That's not what I'm picturing, but I remember that was the thing as well. I think.
Yes, this is definitely a case of like that. Your craziest, like, most, creative idea is just an amalgamation of shit that you've just picked up. Like,
everything's remix.
Yeah, it's just a
link everything's remix, because that's just, if anyone hasn't seen it, it's.
What's that?
You haven't seen it?
No.
I'll send it on to you. It's a guy did a documentary about how, like, shots from so many. I'm not going to go through it all because it's much better in its own format. Just
explain it quick there.
Star Wars movies, loads of the shots are taken from like older sci-fi movies, and a lot of like kung fu martial arts movies, heavily influenced, like Kill Bill and stuff.
Yeah.
And just how a lot of modern people take shots from other movies, but then it went into like. Does it go into patents and stuff? I don't know. It's been a while since I've seen it, but it's basically the definitive kind of thing on remixes and who has rights to which idea and copyright and stuff. It's just really good. It's really good to get you thinking about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll definitely link that. Definitely.
The idea thing is like original ideas that they're like fucking kids, and they all like go back in an ancestry to like the original idea.
That's a really good analogy. That's DNA.
Their DNA, like, it's
they're
very
a bit
complicated.
But there's a DNA behind them.
It is original in its own right.
Yeah,
but
it's the difference. It's like the difference between me and you.
I was a good idea and you were a bad. What?
Yeah. You see how it worked out? Like similar DNA, but one of them.
Does that make sense?
Totally.
I think that makes sense.
No, that's a well, in my opinion, a good analogy. That is a really good analogy for it.
Yes.
Stop.
Now, ideas are like pickles.
Fuck off. Fuck off. Pickles is the.
Oh, if I could make a pickle analogy about everything, it would be amazing.
Ideas are like pickles. You never have one. Is that a thing? How many pickles do you... I don't... Like, I hate them. They're just a bad idea. As a food, as a...
I don't think you appreciate food correctly.
But what... Look, you take... Right. You take the shittest food easily. Like a cucumber. Okay,
Cucumber is delicious.
Cucumber tastes like it. It's like water, but you added bitterness to
The
it.
beautiful taste of cucumber.
It's just a bad idea.
But you put cucumber with stuff like cucumber in a sandwich. It's delicious. A little bit of crunchiness.
Just ruins it.
I could eat like a million discs of cucumber.
I want to see you do that now. Fucking, we're putting that in the link too. Me force feeding you a tube. Just imagine it like a massive pipe, and I just stack them all up and then.
No, I wanted it to be like, do you know those little guns that shoot like foam discs?
Or like Beyblades.
I want it to be like
Yeah, I know them. I know them.
Shot in.
Yeah. Look. Okay, fine. Whatever you think about
The
cucumbers.
tube is that is just fucking perverse. Like,
Just a stack of cucumber. Yeah. No, but it's a shit vegetable. Objectively shit, in my subjective opinion.
it's got no nutrients, is it?
It probably doesn't actually.
It's got very little. Yeah.
It's just so much water, and it just like I'm still young enough to remember what grass tastes like. It just tastes to me like water and grass.
Yeah.
Yes, it's just not good. Lettuce and cucumber. All the rest of them have something to them.
Oh, a nice peppery leaf.
I do. That's grand. I don't. But no, but to make it a pickle, you then dip it in like, I don't know,
Vinegar.
Old Sweat or something. It's vinegar. Vinegar, which is gone off wine.
It's delicious.
I don't like wine. The taste of any alcohol is mank to me still.
Well, you always go on about how food you would eat, just like if you could buy food and it was in a packet and it was called brown.
No,
It's just like a packet of brown.
No,
And you were like,
I'm
that's all.
I'm explaining myself here because you're gonna misconstrue.
You just
all
want to
of
eat a
it.
bag of brown. That's no. You would honestly eat like if it had the correct nutritional value, you would just eat like, brown. I keep saying just brown like slurry.
It's like Soylent Green. You think
Yes, you would be one of those people. You'd be when you found out, like when they told you in fucking the end of Logan's Run or whatever it was, and they were like, "It's people," and you'd be like, "Oh, it's great.
Isn't it not called Soylent Green? Or
What?
the movie?
Oh, I think there is a movie.
There is a movie called Soylent Green, I think.
Alright. I just remember the Logan's Run one, the one where they had the light.
I've watched it.
That's a great movie.
It's hilarious. Which one?
Logan's Run.
Well, I don't know. Soylent Green is on. I don't know if they're. We could be talking about the very same movie. But on the conveyor belt where they're showing the factory where they make it, it's just like Perspex. It's just squares of Perspex.
Oh no, I don't think that's it.
That's all the food. So there's brown squares of Perspex, and there's green, and there's red, I think. And it's people, or one of them is people.
Oh no, I haven't seen that then.
Oh, you should watch it. It's so fun. Like, they pick people up in like big dump trucks, and they just tip them in, and they're like, and they just drive off. They're like, and like everyone's like, oh, this is terrible, but no one really questions it.
So they do it like the Bird's Eye Peas ads, where they freeze them instantly, and they're like, ooh,
No, they
gotta get them fresh.
I don't think they show anything like that. Movie's so weird. I think there's a euthanasia thing at the end as well. Do you know that Simpsons did a thing of it, and you've definitely seen that. You know where Grandpa goes to be euthanized, and he's in a big circular room, and they show him a video.
No.
Of like, they show a video of like Vietnam and war and stuff. Yeah, it's good. You've never seen that?
Never seen it.
Have you ever seen anything? Have you ever seen euthanasia? Have you ever seen any of them? No. You've never seen any of that? It's weird. Got some shit to show you.
Yeah.
No, it's just a fucking weird
No,
movie.
we link it. I'll watch it.
Yeah.
By saying we link it means that like I'll be the only person like editing it and looking up the links, and I'll be like, yeah, I'll watch them while I'm looking them up.
Yeah. Cause I'm not going in. Fuck that. What were we on about? Nutrition. Oh yeah. Yeah, I would. You got me off my point. Like, I like food, and I feel I have a sophisticated palate, right? I can't stand by what I just said.
No. Bullshit.
I backed out of it so quick. I had to put on an accent. I couldn't. But I just think, like, I eat so much shit food anyway, or everyone does. That's not much better than absolute nothing.
Yeah.
Like, just we don't eat much better than absolute fast food.
Yeah.
Because they all taste in and around the same. But I'd rather eat, like, really nice stuff in moderation. You know?
Yeah, that makes sense. That's how you're supposed to do it. Yeah.
No, but I don't even mean nice stuff as in, like, shit that's like ice cream and mayonnaise and the like really fatty, really sugary things.
Yeah.
I don't mean that. I just mean, like, well prepared food.
Oh.
Because I would do, like, there's a guy who did, he has, for college, I think he developed, like, I say developed, he just bought all the powdered vitamins and he just makes a milkshake out of it or whatever.
We were in a health food shop
And
the
I
last
nearly
day,
did.
and there was chocolate, there was diet chocolate flavored protein powder in, like, a big fucking tub about that
Wait,
big. I don't know how much it was.
How's it diet?
I don't know. Like, why is it diet? Why eat the protein powder if you want the diet protein? Like, I don't understand that. It's so unnecessary to have a diet version of it. Like,
It's such a
you don't need it in the first place.
It's such a messed up version of food. Like,
Yeah.
it's so messed up how our whole the stuff we like
Yeah.
is based on stuff that was scarce and very necessary. So sugars, that's energy. Fats, that's energy. You really needed them, and they were hard to get. And we're not going to go into, you know, why humans are meat eaters and blah blah blah. But like, that's what our likes and dislikes are based on. Because you could fucking eat grass till you died. Like, you just throw it into your face. It was everywhere. That's why we don't really like grass.
Yeah, you don't need it.
And plus there's, you know, certain poisonous things. But, you know, for stuff that's edible.
Yeah, it's not.
Yeah, but now, like, the cheapest thing to get is high fructose corn syrup. It just tastes like sugar. It's like the worst version of sugar. It's amazing.
It's like the thing that we craved the most, that was the hardest to attain back then.
So hard to get.
That's ingrained in us to want these things. So that's why I think, like, we were talking about gambling, like food addiction. I do actually believe that food addiction is an addiction.
You don't believe, or you do?
I do.
But that everyone has it, or?
I think that, no, not that everybody has it, but we all have it to a certain extent, because that's just natural. But
Well,
it doesn't become an addiction
until it
starts to become a problem.
Yeah.
But we don't know if it's a problem for everybody having such, like, large intakes, like causing things like diabetes and stuff like that. Like, we have such large calorie intakes now. It's crazy.
Oh yeah, humans are very.
You have to try and not be fat. Like,
humans are probably the most diverse species within still be a species, because we've colonized so many. Like, say the Eskimos, they have, like, really high heart disease rates, but they eat nothing but fucking animals and blubber, and they don't have any vegetables in their diet.
Yeah.
And we can live in those conditions, and we have for years. Like, I'd say we're the most diverse species of an animal.
What about bears? You got your brown bear,
Bomber, your black
bear.
You got koala.
That's
not even a bear.
No, it's not even-
Panda.
Panda is the bear. Yeah.
Is a red panda a bear, or is it more of a
That's a different thing altogether.
raccoon thing?
Wow, we found another area where we don't know any technical knowledge.
Oh yeah, red pandas, because everyone fucking knows. Everyone's going to be judging us on our knowledge of red pandas.
Oh, people are going to be screaming.
Yeah. The problem is they're a cute animal, and people will know that shit.
Yeah.
They'll know that shit about sloths, red pandas, and all those other ones that I don't care. Kittens or something, I don't know. No, but do you think, like, we're probably really diverse as a species?
Yeah.
So, but then there's of course there's dogs. Dogs are probably worse, but
Dogs. Dogs, another thing we're hitting on. We're just like, we're gonna talk about that separately. Cause
we'll talk about that separately.
This is the whole.
It's insanity. But okay, so what we're on about the food. We go back to food.
Food. No, we go back to gambling. We're hitting like 42 minutes. Yeah. Whatever. We've talked enough on it. We'll probably just go for 45 and then just sum up gambling. But I think we kind of did, like. I can't remember when that was. That was like... probably talked about gambling for so long. So yeah, basically I just talked myself out of what I thought.
So, okay, just summarize. What did you think at first? And what did you think after?
That gambling was a bad idea. And then I was like, oh, but investing in things was like, I thought that was a separate thing. But then I was like, no, it's the same thing.
Huh.
So
yeah, I don't know. It's gambling, but you can know a lot. You can know a lot going in.
Maybe it's just not for me.
I've seen the movie Limitless. I know how it works.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I think that's just the case of it's just not for me, just because it doesn't make any sense, so I can't.
Yeah. Can't
do it. Maybe, I don't know, tomorrow I'll go out and do the lotto for the first time ever. It'll be like, whoo.
Is there an excitement to
it? I think that's there definitely is.
Every day though.
It's like, what's that? The experiments where you reward a rat, and then if you give them like a random reward, they love it. But if you give them the same thing all the time, they're just gonna get bored of it.
Yeah, but that's what gambling, or not gambling, but lottery, definitely. Daily lotteries is like, how could you care?
I don't know. You might win, huh?
Oh, you might win.
Oh my god.
Jeez, imagine how life-changing to be.
So yeah. What's your gambling? That's me, that I don't know.
What's my opinion, or what do I think?
Why is gambling?
Why is gambling?
We never actually discussed the question, why is gambling?
That's fucking hard. But everyone kind of knows. You have an innate knowledge of why is gambling.
Yeah.
Why did I say that? I hate that fucking phrasing.
Why is gambling?
Like, it's just an easy reward and a relatively low input cost.
Yeah, but then there's all different types of gambling.
It's low risk, high reward.
Yeah.
For lottery, it's low risk, high reward.
Yeah, and if you've got nothing, you're like, yeah. I think we went through that.
Yeah, but that makes complete sense. I wonder, in terms of evolutionary biology, or not even evolutionary biology, but were the gamblers the successful ones?
Yes,
they must have been
to take a chance.
Like the guy, I bet the first guy to stick his hand in a beehive, they're like, "You're a fucking idiot. You're a fucking idiot. You're a fucking genius." That was a gamble that really worked out.
He was like, I don't know about this. I don't know about this. Oh my god! No. This stuff is delicious.
Honey must have been the best food.
Yeah, it is.
It's pure sugar. Like,
what's that movie 12 Canoes, where there's like an old dude, an elder guy, and he's all about the honey, and he keeps getting the young lads.
He's all about the honey.
Yeah, because he fucking loves it.
I just laugh because you know the phrase, he's all about the honeys, or whatever. I've heard that said.
I shouldn't mean it in that.
I just thought of Winnie the Pooh and just like really weird.
He's all about the honey. No, yeah. Because there must be an amazing amount of sugar that you'd never, like, how many sugar beets would you have to eat to get the equivalent in honey?
They probably weren't even nice. They probably don't even taste like sugar beet.
No,
you probably suck it for hours.
That's Evan's next experiment. We'll make a video of
that.
Suck
sugar beets.
Just go fucking suck us. I can't even say it.
You can't finish the sentence "go sucka" without saying dick. That's your problem.
I had a little hiccup.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, gambling done. Next,
totally covered. If you have any questions, email. At Gmail.
Armchair Inc.
No, don't.
at gmail.com. We have a blog. It's pretty much the same address, but I think it's got like Blogspot in there somewhere.
Yeah.
Or something like that.
I think
There's
this website I heard about, and it's got like a bar in the middle of it, and you put in stuff, and you write it, and you hit the little the magnifying glass bar or the little button.
Okay.
And it shows.
You're describing Google. I was like,
I
what
was
the
waiting to
fuck
see
are you
that.
talking about?
I was waiting to see
I was like, which
that.
website? All the websites have that. What are you on about?
Every website has a search bar.
You fucking idiot. Yeah. And I don't know, maybe this will probably up on YouTube. Oh yeah. If you're hearing this,
You'll know